Hey YouTube, Robbie coming to you guys with another Edison deck profile. Another unconventional one today, and I really just like this idea. Now there's a couple of cards that I'm kind of missing that I altered to be in the deck a little. So with the dueling book link down below, I will do the physical card deck, but I'll let you know a couple of things that I might want to change around between looking for cards and just in general, testing the stuff out. So as you can see in the thumbnail, this is a Dark Magician deck in Edison format. As crazy as that sounds, yeah, I don't know. I thought this deck was really cool. I can't take credit for it. I saw this on E3's profile, but their list had some stuff here and there that it's pretty close to their list, but I changed a couple of cards. So we're gonna do it. It's just 2 Dark Magicians. While it's a brick, it's okay because we're playing 3 skilled Dark Magicians. Although we're not really trying to trigger his effects really quickly. He's just a strong beater. And yeah. This is followed up by Kaiku. Kaiku is just insane in this format because of Vayu and Norlaros type decks that are starting to get played. So they can't Phantom of Chaos you, they can't Vayu you, can't Miracle Fusion you. So you're actually covering a lot of bases with Kaiku in the format, and he just fits with the theme of the deck. Next is 3 Breakers. While this card might suck against the Lightsworn matchups, it's other matchups like Black Wings and Glad Beast, he's going to shine. Yeah, Breaker was just, it fit the rest of the deck of the theme, or everything really well. And then the last monster I play is a Man with Wajat. So what this card reads is when it's normal summoned and during each of your standby phases, you can pick up one of your opponent's back row and look at it. So this just gives you a strong sense of, do they have a bottomless? What do I need to MST? What are their back rows going to be? Which some of the time this deck might not matter. But he fits the rest of the theme of the deck as well as being a dark spellcaster. I did want to replace one of these with a Dark Elf, 2,000, pay 1,000 life points to attack, but 1, I couldn't find one, and 2, the life point pay in this deck is kind of high, so having the Dark Elf would kind of just hinder you a little bit, and Man with Jot's just fine in the deck, I think. So the monster count's really low for an Edison format deck. But this is also a card that tutors your boss monster, Dark Magician. So pay half your life, summon it from your deck. So you can more or less just put out a lot of damage really quickly with 2 of these, but you're not trying to do that, but you are trying to get at least a Dark Magician online with this card quickly. Next is one of the bigger reasons to play the deck is Secret Village of the Spellcaster. Degenerate card. Your opponent just can't play the game half the time. And then as our deck is all spellcasters, we're playing Solidarity. I didn't want to keep this at 3 just because if you draw it, it's not going to be that good when you don't have a spellcaster in grave. And your smallest spellcaster is Breaker and a Man with Wajat at 1,600. So if they're not being destroyed, then it's kind of just a really bad card. But that being said, Solidarity boosts all your guys to be almost just impervious to anything outside of a Caius or something like that. So yeah. And then 3 Book of Moon. We are trying to protect our monsters from Honest and just other such, I don't know, good spellcaster needs a book to read. And then we have 1 Smashing Ground just for the Ab Zeros, another type of decks like that, and just being able to clear a monster to do some damage is nice. I thought about making this Magical Dimension, but just the versatility of Smashing Ground just a little better. Allure, the deck's all dark, so yeah. MST and Heavy. You don't want to Heavy too much in this deck because we do play a lot of trap cards, but Heavy is still heavy. If you're playing against a burn deck, you need some sort of way to beat that stuff. Lastly is one of the other reasons why I really wanted to build the deck is the trap lineup. Is playing 4 viruses. Dark Magician triggers both of these. The reason why I wanted Dark Elf is she triggers this card right away, whereas the rest of the guys without Solidarity don't. But with Solidarity, you can trigger these with, actually, well, it's only him that can work with Eradicator with Solidarity. The rest work with Deck Devi, which is fine. And Dark Magician works with just all 4 of these, so really it doesn't matter that much. Just being able to, like, you know, clear out whatever you need with both of these is just insane. The main reason why I really liked the idea of this deck is just Dark Magician plus trap cards is just cool. And then we have Royal Oppression and Solemn Judgment. Again, life points are kind of costly in this deck, so you gotta be careful with these if you're playing this deck. Same with Ultimate Offering. You don't see Ultimate Offering a lot in a lot of these decks, and let me double check if I'm just like super tired, because it is 3:50 in the morning, and yeah, we're good. Ultimate Offering is still not banned yet. I don't even think it's, okay, it's at 2. Okay, it's at 2 for this format, so we're fine. Imagine just like being able to Ultimate Offering, just like Breaker Pop, Summon Kaiku, swing for a lot of damage. That just seems insane to me, honestly. That being said, we still have other trap cards: Torrential, Mirror Force, Call. Call, being able to hit another virus with the Dark Magician is just really important. And then 2 Bottomless and Dust Shoot. Dust Shoot's just such a crazy card. And even though all of our monsters are pretty big, Bottomless against a Black Whirlwind just is so satisfying, honestly. That being said, yeah guys, this is the Dark Magician deck. A lot of my other cards are still coming in the mail, so I thought I'd give you guys a different deck profile than I expected. But another cool card I really wanted to try in here was Night End Sorcerer, just to have as a tuner. Being able to like have a tuner and just like get a guy in the body in the grave for Solidarity is good, because then you can make Tempest Magician. But other than that, like, there's no extra deck for this deck, really. I will probably put like the Night Ends in like the sideboard of cards to play, and like put the generic spellcaster guys in there. Not having Brain Control doesn't really mean any, like, you're not going to have a tuner come up ever, because Solidarity. It's like the more or less same logic with the Machina Gadget deck, where it's like you're just not trying to do anything fishy, where you can just, that would mess up your Solidarities. Okay, well, that's a brick, but I didn't really shuffle that well. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy Dark Magicians. Later.